Hello everyone, my name is Paula Duran and I'm going to present you a proposal for an onboarding plan for any organization. So first of all, I would like to give a little bit of context of induction and reinduction programs here in Colombia. So according to the Department of Public Function of Colombia, the importance of these induction and reinduction programs reside in Article 7 of Decree Law 1567 of 1998. And basically, it says that institutional plans of entity must mandatorily include induction and reinduction programs, which are defined as educational and training process. And they are aimed to facilitate and strengthen skills and also integrate the employee inside the organization. If you want more information about this, you can read the whole Article 7. And sometimes here in Colombia, these induction programs take about 4 months. So here it shows like the importance that it is needed for a person, for a newcomer to be like well included inside an organization. So my proposal will be according to these discussed points before of the Department of Public Function of Colombia about some points that SURATEP talks about. That are the stages of induction programs. SURATEP is an administrator of professional risk and an example taken about Claro Enterprise. So first, it is important to state what are the objectives of induction programs, which is the integration of the mission and vision of the organization, also an ethical training about how the organization has like this ethical point of view, to familiarize the newcomers with the general functions of the organization, with the mission, vision, with his or her responsibilities, duties, rights, and also things related to strategic planning, to the goals he or she will need to accomplish, and also to create identity and a sense of belonging inside the organization regarding the principles, the values, the mission and vision of the organization. So SURATEP states that there are 3 stages for induction programs. First is the general induction, which is about production processes and the general policies of the organization. So it's related to the mission and vision, to the objectives of the organization, to the policies of the organization, to norms, rules, social security, and disciplinary stuff, which need to be also explained. Then the second stage is the specific induction. Here, important aspects of the job to be performed are taken into account. First is the type of training that this newcomer has to receive regarding the place he or she is going to occupy inside the organization. And second, the obligations and rights the employer has and also the worker has, also regarding occupational health. And finally, as you can see here, all risk factors as safety standards, personal protection elements, quality specifications, cost, and productivity are also taken into account. And the third and final stage is the evaluation processes, which is regarding like that the person in charge of this induction, it can be an organizational psychologist, identify which of the key points that were touched during the last 2 stages of the induction were not clear enough for the newcomers so that they can be reinforced and that there are no like empty spaces or doubts about it. Then for my proposal, I state that the institutionalized socialization is better. But before saying why, I first want to define what it is. So institutionalized socialization provides new employees important information in a formal and structured way, and also gives information about the values and norms of the organization, which can be passed to the new employees or newcomers in a more sophisticated and organized and guided way. This can be done through workshops, talks, and tours inside the organization, depending on what is needed. Then why institutionalized? First, because it has a positive influence on the custodial role orientation, job satisfaction, the commitment of the newcomers, and like the proactivity, and also in the behavior of new employees, which means institutionalized socialization promotes this. And also because it has a negative influence on newcomers' role ambiguity, role conflict, and intentions to quit. So this means that these behaviors are decreased, like inside the thinking of the newcomer. Then we have that we are social subjects, so we need support from other people, and better if it's like from internal people of the organization that has more experience and more time inside it. And also because institutionalized socialization is a guide process. So we need to take into account that this process it helps to have a progressive incorporation of the organizational culture, where the basic personality this newcomer needs according to the place it's going to occupy inside the organization is configured and also is related with organizational climate, so it makes it really important. So how this is going to be made? Through workshops, through talks, and through teamwork and like group supports and focalized groups in a 1 week plan. So I'm going to explain a little bit the how later, but the modality will be HyFlex, like face-to-face, and also virtual, like virtual moments, but the virtual moments need to be synchronous. Why? Because in this way, the inclusion of the organizational culture can be promoted, the integration and the internationalization of the organizational climate is also promoted. Then you can have group support, help from others, and as I said, internalize all of this information. So what are the advantages of this modality? They are that it is innovative, flexible, that it gives autonomy to the person, like to distribute its time properly, and that it has a centrality to the newcomer. But the disadvantages are that technology and easy accessibility are necessary, and also a level of technological knowledge. So if you don't have these, you can have problems. But also if you don't have these, they can be solved through the like face-to-face component of this onboarding plan I'm proposing. And I based this onboarding plan on a real life example that is the induction program Claro has. They have a 6-day plan with a HyFlex modality, but they have synchronous and asynchronous spaces. So I will just take the synchronous part, and also not a 6-day plan, but a 5-day plan. And they have evaluations almost every day. And here is the list of the topics they touch during this 6-day plan. Here is day 1, 2, and 3. In the below part, you can see that there is an evaluation program. And also you can see day 4, day 5, and day 6, but on these days, they don't have an evaluation. So I will propose to have an evaluation literally every day, like the 5 days, not 6, but 5. Not an evaluation that big, but it is necessary. So what will be the organizational psychologist's role in this case, like inside onboarding plans? First, to create a schedule that is not so overwhelming to the person, and that it can help them to internalize well the information that they need to like do their work well. Also ensure well-being through this process, analyze organizational culture, and provide this information like to like take it inside the creation of the schedule. Also make studies about the organizational climate, and also add this information to the schedule if needed. Give motivation and sense of responsibility to newcomers through all the process. Analyze evaluations that have been done, and monitor the process of all newcomers to see if there is any key point that has to be reinforced, and how they're doing and how they are feeling. So this will be my proposal. Thank you very much. These are my references. Hope you like it and that you understood everything. Thank you very much.